Hey everyone, how's it going? Anthony Cosenza here with Casa Realty Group, coming at you with our real estate market update for the week of, I guess it would be July 12th, the week of July 12th. It is currently the 13th. It's been a little bit since we've been coming at you with some of these updates, but we want to get you some pertinent real estate information so you are educated as you are potentially looking to list your home, looking to purchase a home, maybe refinance, whatever it is you may be doing. We want to be a resource for you as a brokerage, and we want you to use some of the contacts that we have in the industry to get that knowledge, get the service that you need for all of your real estate needs. Just quickly, first of all, kind of cool, we are live streaming for the first time in our Facebook page. So if you happen to be joining us there, thank you. We do have a YouTube channel as well, so be sure to subscribe to that to get notified when we go live on these, when we have new videos up and new media up for you to use. And like I said, get educated. So feel free to subscribe there. Make sure you like our Facebook page as well. Before we get to our market update, our community spotlight, and other pieces of information for the week, I want to just briefly, in case we're still a little new to the videos here, we've only done a handful of these, so in case you need a little bit of a refresher of who we are, this is the Casa Realty Group team. CEO and CFO are Rick and Paula Cosenza, respectively. They are the broker owners of the company. We have Mary Van Holt, who is a realtor with us, Jill Sconamilio, who is also a realtor with us, and then myself, Anthony Cosenza, a realtor with the company. There are decades of accrued Southern California, Orange County real estate experience within this team, and we pride ourselves on giving top-notch 5-star service. So please utilize us for your next transaction, even if you just need some information, whatever it is that you may need in the real estate realm. We want to be your go-to resource. So please, please, please let us know what we can do for you, how we can serve you, and utilize the expertise, the experience, and the high level of service for all of your real estate needs. Let's get into, shall we, the market update. What's going on in the market? There are a number of different pieces of data that we're going to go through, and we are going to lean on some great pros in the industry for some of that data. So we're going to share that with you. Let's start with the gurus over at Reports on Housing, and there is some interesting data that came out yet again. Here are some statistics I am sharing with you. The June closed sales, and we'll talk more from another great resource. We've got some other interesting pieces of information for home sales, home listings for the month of June, but the closed sale, this is Orange County specifically here, the closed sales for the month of June last month, 2,388, so just under 2,400 closed sales. There is a year-over-year gain of 63% in the closed sales arena, and then an increase of 10% in terms of the difference from the previous month's closed sales. So you gotta like that. Closings are always a good thing, even though the market is a bit competitive in terms of, finding homes and all of that. You got to like that the housing market is showing a high number of closes, and it is increasing from months prior. Here's another big infographic here. We're going to kind of go through this piece by piece from the gurus over at Reports on Housing. You see here, and this is as of the beginning of this week, July 12th, the housing boom has everything to do with supply and demand, and those fundamental features are not going to change anytime soon. So a lot of times we get questions about, when's the collapse going to come? Obviously this is not going to be sustainable how it is. Well, perhaps not, but we're not going to see anything like what we saw in 2008 prominent economists and prominent financial experts, the tent poles of a strong economy and the lending issues that we saw in the mid 2000s are not prevalent at all right now. So, and as you'll hear in a little bit, rates remain low. So, there's some good tent poles, even though the supply and demand issue is prevalent. There are some good tent poles here for this to kind of sustain itself, the economy to be a bit stabilized here. And then, of course, you see inventory steadily climbing. The active listing inventory increased by 140 homes in the past 2 weeks, up 6%, and now totals 2528. Again, this is primarily in the Orange County area. And then you could see there are 14% fewer homes in June that came onto the market compared to the 5-year average. Now we're going to get a little bit of some different information in just a second from another resource of ours. Last year, there were 4,645 homes on the market, or 2,117 additional homes, or 84% more. So the inventory is definitely, the area we're all keeping an eye on at this point. This is the lowest level since February. So the number of pending sales decreased by 145 from the prior month. It's down 5% and now totals 2761, the lowest level since February. Last year, there were 3,050 pending sales. So pending sales, that's different than the closed sales data that we showed you in the last slide there. So if you're kind of getting a little mixed up on some of those numbers, that's something to note. It's pending sales versus closed sales. That's why there's a little bit of a difference there. So closed sales, and then you can see here, that's where I'm going next. The closed sales bounce back. 3545 closed residential resales in June, 63% more than June 2020. We just went over that there, and 10% increase compared to May 21. So the sales to list price ratio was 101.4% for all of Orange County. So that's that'll tell you kind of where we're at with the market and what happens when a home is listed. Foreclosure still extremely low, and we'll have some more information on that in just a second as well. Foreclosures accounted for just 0.1% of all the closed sales, and short sales accounted for 0.1%. So still remains a hot seller's market. And again, this is all a courtesy of reports on housing. With an increase in the supply and a drop in demand, the expected market time, the number of days to sell all Orange County listings in the current buying pace increased from 25 to 27 days, its highest level since February. But it is still an extremely hot seller's market. So things may be starting to balance a little bit out in terms of, it's still a hot seller's market. We can't deny that. But, there are still some indicators that things may be balancing out at least a little bit. The luxury market is continuing to cool. And then, of course, the luxury market is considered the $1.5 million plus listings or homes, and they account for 34% of the inventory, but only 16% of the demand. So that is the great swath of information from Reports on Housing. They put out a lot of really great data for all of us to digest. They do that bi-weekly, so great stuff from them. I want to continue on. We usually hear from the lender side of things as well, get some great information from Valued Resources. Kevin Buddy is a gentleman who is one of the leading voices and one of the preeminent mortgage representatives in the Southern California and in the Orange County area. He's been a great resource for us as a brokerage. He has been in the lending business since, I believe, 1976. We'll share that with you in just a sec. But he is a great resource, a great person to lean on for information, a great person to have on your side as a mortgage representative. Here is his contact information. You can see here He is the president of Monarch Coast Financial. He has been in the mortgage industry since 1976. Aside from being very, very talented at what he does, he has also been a great personal friend to our brokerage and the members of it. We always enjoy working with Kevin and always enjoy running into him at various industry functions. So he is a great resource, and we've got different pieces of information that he has sent over to us as of it was from the weekend, and some of these points that we wanted to share from Kevin Buddy at Monarch Coast Financial to you. There was a Fannie Mae Consumer Sentiment Index that says that a record high of 77% of consumers say it's a good time to sell a home. So again, the prevailing opinion out there is that it is a good time for folks to sell a home, leverage the equity that they have gained in a home over the past couple of years. 64% though of consumers do say it is a bad time to buy a home, which is also a record. So, I mean, that stigma is out there that it is still the seller's market. But still interesting data points there through Fannie Mae from Kevin Buddy. New listings for June 2021. So we talked about closed sales. We talked about pending sales for June, but new listings for June 21 are up 10.9% from the prior month. So that was June data, and up 5.5% year over year. And that is some relayed data from Realtor.com. And available homes for sale still are 43% lower than the year prior. So again, some more are coming on the market, in the inventory there is rising a bit, as it tends to do a little bit in the summer months. You know, people are doing some various things in school. You know, if you're kind of navigating things with children and whatnot, school's not so much of an issue. So sometimes there are some more folks that put their homes on the market during the summer months. We expected a little bit of a delay, quote unquote, in the hotter spring and summer months of the real estate market because of the pandemic, because things have just kind of started to open up in a more full type of capacity. So now you're seeing a 10.9% rise in listings and 5.5% in terms of June 21. But the available homes is still 43% lower than last year. 1.9 million loans are on a forbearance plan, is what Kevin Buddy relays to us. This is the first time it has been below 2 million since around the beginning of the pandemic. So that number is starting to drop as well. And then some mortgage rate information that he has relayed to us. Everybody wants to know about the rates. National average on a 30-year fixed rate is at 2.9%, and a 15-year fixed rate is at 2.2%. So here is Kevin Buddy's contact information, as well as what he does at Monarch Coast Financial. You can see here there's full documentation, alternative documentation, investor financing, private money. He does refinances. A great resource, one of our most trusted lending resources that we have as a real estate brokerage. I'm going to share one more graphic with you here. And as I said, his experience is second to none in terms of mortgage industry experience and whatnot. He has seen and experienced all kinds of twists and turns in the market, and he is, again, well known as one of the most trusted lender partners out there. Since 1976, he has been in business. And again, his information, we'll zoom in on this at the bottom for you here. Kevin Buddy, there he is right there. 949-784-0397 is the office, and 949-422-2075 is the mobile number. K Buddy at Monarch Coast, monarchcoastfinancial.com. Zoomed in a little too tight there, but a great resource, and a guy that we trust immensely as a brokerage, and a great guy. He's been a great friend to us at Casa Realty Group. So thank you to Reports on Housing for their great information. Thank you to Kevin Buddy for his great information. Contact Kevin at monarchcoastfinancial.com, and he is the president of that business, great guy. Thanks for the info to both of those organizations. We're going to continue on with a little bit of, we talked a bit about the inventory. We've got a little short video clip for you that, there are reasons why the inventory is the way it is, obviously, but it is a good reminder that if you are thinking of selling your home, if you're thinking of listing your home, or if you just got questions in terms of what value your home may be at this point in time, we would love to help you out with that. So check out this brief clip and then we'll come back with a bit more. One of the, you could see there, that's kind of some information that is a bit well known out there about the inventory right now. We've talked about supply and demand and where the real estate market is on that front. But, obviously there are ways for folks to make some good money on their property if they're so inclined. And we have helped a number of clients, both right before the pandemic, during the pandemic, and as we are coming out of the pandemic. We have helped a number of clients on the listing side. If you are so inclined, we've helped a number of folks on the buying side as well navigate this market and negotiate fair deals for them as well. So please keep us in mind if you're looking for a purchase, if you're looking to sell your home, and keep that video in mind as to why it may be a good time for you, given the inventory, to list your home, and hopefully with us. One of the things we like to do on this market update as well is talk about a community partner, maybe an event going on in the community. We like to highlight an organization or some sort of thing going on in the community so that folks can be, they can kind of get to know a company, get involved somehow. We've done a couple of restaurants and whatnot. We're going to do another one here because it is one that is near and dear to our hearts as well. So here is our community spot. So we are going to talk about Brio Tuscany Grill. It's technically in Dana Point. It's very close to Monarch Beach / Laguna Niguel, but it is a great, great restaurant. And there's a little bit of a different aspect to this restaurant as opposed to other Italian restaurants, other restaurants in general. And I pulled up their homepage to share with you all. And the big aspect here is the shop groceries. They actually have a little bit of a grocery thing. So obviously with the pandemic, a lot of people, cooking from home, wanting food brought to them, delivered to them, all of that. They do the delivery side of things. You can order online and all of that, but they have their own specialty grocery section with some of their own like olive oils and all kinds of different things. So there's a little bit of a different aspect to their business model as opposed to other Italian places and whatnot. So, but hey, this is a great restaurant. Not only does it have live entertainment once again, now that things have opened back up, not only is it a great event space, but it has great, great food. So if you're a fan of Italian food, if you're a fan of, kind of a family business, if you will, Brio Tuscany Grill in Laguna Niguel / Dana Point. It's right there on the border. Technically, Dana Point is a great place to go have some happy hour, some entertainment, whatever the case may be. But again, the aspect that's a little bit different is this grocery, the grocery aspect. So I'll just click on that real quick. You can see here they've got all kinds of different things that you can buy from them, specialty items, olive oils, and all kinds of different things. Enzo's Table, is the brand. So at any rate, it's kind of an interesting facet that they've added to their restaurant. Definitely recommend them for, again, if you want a cool event space, catering, or if you want to go in there, date night, family meal, whatever the case may be, go in there, be entertained with some live music and whatnot, and of course a great atmosphere, or go buy some things and take it home with you so you can cook at home with some of their great stuff. You can go to briorestaurant.com or 949-443-1476 for bookings, reservations, and whatnot. They are great friends to our brokerage. They've done some different events and whatnot for us. So go check them out and go have some fun there. It's a good spot. We're going to leave you with our most recent listing and transaction. We have not, since the last time we've taken the air, this property that we're going to talk about has been listed and is now in escrow. So we've promoted it on our other social media channels and whatnot. But 70 Via Candelaria in Coto de Casa is a beautiful home. We were able to work with some great clients. Once again, we helped them on the buying side previously, and now we're able to help them on the listing side. This home, and you'll see, well, I'll play a video tour of it, a brief one, as we close up and get out of here. But this home has spectacular views of the Saddleback Mountain range, the Saddleback Mountain itself. You've got a great view of the north Coto de Casa golf course, 7th hole of that golf course. You're right there. And it's in the terraces community within Coto de Casa, the development in there. What's unique about this, it's a premier lot because a lot of those in the terraces had a 0 lot line on one or both sides. And this one actually doesn't have one on either side. So you've got more privacy, more of a premier lot there. We were able to net the sellers a record-breaking purchase price for that community, and we were happy to work with them, and kudos to them because they took immaculate care of this house, and you can see it in the upgrades and whatnot in the video. But 70 Via Candelaria, Coto de Casa, a great home. We were able to help out some great people list their house, and it is now currently in escrow. So we wanted to showcase our most recent transaction here as a brokerage. So check this out. We think you'll like the virtual tour here, courtesy of Antis Media. Have a great rest of your week. We'll be back with more market updates and whatnot coming at you, but enjoy the sights and sounds, I guess, of 70 Via Candelaria and Coto de Casa. See you next time. I'm Anthony Cosenza with Casa Realty Group. We'll see you.